Hey everyone, Ripley with Bob's Watches. Welcome to another episode of Unboxing. Every single day we get in dozens of packages. Every single one has at least one watch, so we're gonna open one up on camera and see what's inside. Let's get started. Okay, so large box today, which is true, makes sense. If a watch comes in with a box from its manufacturer, sometimes those are quite big, and so the boxes we get are big. What do we have in here? Okay, a lot of bubble wrap. So much bubble wrap. Okay, here we go. A Patek Philippe, but what kind? So it's nice that it comes with its original box. Obviously, anything's worth more if it comes with its original box and papers, but certainly true for Pateks, depending on the model. Looks like we have everything in it here. All the paperwork, certificate of origins, all of that. So let's see actually what we have in here. Ah, lovely, it's an Aquanaut, but it isn't just any Aquanaut. What we have here, this is the reference 5168G in solid white gold. This is known as the 20th anniversary model. It was released in 2017 to celebrate the 20th anniversary of the Aquanaut collection. It's a jumbo model, so it's 42.2 millimeters in diameter, so it's a larger one. And the party piece of this one is its blue dial and strap. Like all Patek Aquanaut models, you can see here, this one has the that geosphere pattern that's mirrored across the strap, and the dial itself is blue in color, fades out towards black when you get to the edges, and that gradient really makes that pattern pop a bit more. Like I said, case is full of white gold, hands and numerals are also outlined in white gold, and of course everything's luminous, white lacquer seconds hand. 120 meters of water resistance with a screw down crown, so you know, it is a sports watch and probably Patek's sportiest model. The Aquanaut itself was first released in 1997 and was designed to be somewhat of like the little brother to the Nautilus. As you can tell, like just the shape of the bezel, the shape of the case, it's very reminiscent of the Nautilus as a whole, but with the rubber strap. It was designed to be a bit more for a younger audience, a bit more of a casual type of buyer. And over the years, it's really picked up in popularity. It didn't used to be one of the most desirable watches in the world, but as the hype for the Nautilus has, you know, rising tides raise all waters. And this is the case here. This watch trades hands for roughly twice its retail price on the open market, which is already impressive considering it's, you know, about almost a $40,000 watch at retail. Like many Pateks, you've got this one, it's got a display case back. Inside is the caliber 324 SC. Automatic movement, obviously Patek in-house, it's got a silicone balance spring, and if you can see it right there, a 21 karat solid gold rotor, and of course, as you'd expect from something from Patek, it is finished beautifully. Now, you can see this is a relatively large watch. There it is on my wrist there. Quite a bit bigger than your standard your standard Aquanaut, yet it remains the same thickness. It's you can see it right here. It's a very thin watch for its 42.2 across, yet it's only about 8 1/4 thick. So it's incredibly wearable and not all that heavy despite being a solid white gold watch. I personally love the Aquanaut. I also love the Nautilus, so this design language is one that just kind of speaks to me. But a sports watch should be one that you can wear doing active things, and in my opinion, the metal bracelet of the Nautilus is kind of its signature thing. You want the metal bracelet, but it does kind of detract from it being a kind of a go anywhere, do anything watch. I think the Aquanaut fills that role fantastically, and it is a really comfortable watch. Now, whether or not you'd want to risk this as your sports watch is a totally different story, but this is, in my opinion, the Aquanaut necessarily, this iteration, is Patek's most sports-forward model. Obviously, you'd probably go for a steel version if you wanted to actually use it for sports purposes, but this is a beautiful version of what is one of Patek's signature designs, and this is a truly beautiful version of it with that striking blue gradient dial. One other important note about the 5168G, there are actually two versions of it. This is the original one, came out in 2017 to celebrate the 20th anniversary of the Aquanaut, but 2 years later in 2019, Patek rolled out a new version, also 42.2 millimeters in white gold, same reference number, 5168G, but that one has a kind of a matte olive dial and a matching green strap. So this is the original one. This is the one with the blue gradient dial, and although green is kind of a special color for Patek, for the diehard collector, you definitely want the blue dial because this was the first white gold jumbo Aquanaut. And if you can see it right there in the light, it really looks stunning when it catches it. Almost in the same way as what you get with the Nautilus dial. It's kind of that iridescent blue that is dark yet changes color when it catches the light. And it really showcases that geosphere pattern you can see right there. And as one would hope from a full kit Patek, looks like this rubber strap hasn't been cut yet, so you know, you won't need to get a replacement should you want to cut it for yourself. Well, there you have it. We got in a Patek Aquanaut today, and a white gold one at that. But let's see what we get in next time, so don't forget to join us for another episode of unboxing. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can stay up to date on our latest video content.